Good morning, students. Today we will learn a new topic: diseases, cause and control. And this is very important for any competitive examination. Though from your syllabus it is reduced now, but you have to know it. Its knowledge is needed for each and everyone. We should know some diseases, how it occurs in our body and how it gives trouble. So whenever the body do not function normally, some diseases occurs in the body. So we go to the doctor for the treatment. And that's why we should know all kinds of diseases, how it occurs in the body. Categories of diseases based on extent of occurrence, that is endemic, epidemic, pandemic and sporadic. Based on communicability, infectious or non-infectious, kinds of pathogen, either bacterial or viral. That means diseases caused by bacteria or viruses. Kinds of transmitting agents like foodborne disease, waterborne or insect-borne or airborne. So all these we will be studying in detail one by one. First we will see about the extent of occurrence, in that endemic, epidemic, pandemic and sporadic. Next we will see about the endemic. And in this disease, certain number of people are attacked, like yellow fever in certain African countries, goiter in sub-Himalayan region. Goiter in sub-Himalayan region is very common because the soil in that area is lacking the iodine, and the food produced there also lack iodine, and that's why they get the goiter. Next is epidemic. It attacks the large number of people place to place, like in India 1994 plague plague attacked the people from Surat to many other places. Next, pandemic. Now you are well known about the pandemic disease COVID-19, which attacked worldwide. In the whole world it is spread, like COVID-19 and AIDS. And sporadic, which attack only few people scattered here and there, like malaria, cholera, etc. And next we will see about the disease based on communicability. Communicability, the disease, there are two types, that is infectious or non-infectious and non-infectious. Infectious means the disease spread from one person to another when they are in direct contact or due to living together or sharing food or clothes, whatever, that will spread from one person to another person, that is communicable. And non-communicability, that means which will not spread by living together or eating, sharing together, all this doesn't take place, because when that disease is there, is not transmitting disease or diseases, which is like example, uh, heart attack, cholera, heart attack, beriberi, diabetes. These are the disease which is non-communicable. Next we will see Next we will see about the communicable diseases. Non-communicable diseases is not in the syllabus, so only little information is needed. That example which does not spread from person to person. Diabetes, very color blindness, heart attack, etc. But communicable disease which is spread from one person to another person, we have to study in detail, and that is caused by bacteria or viruses. So first we will see about the diseases caused by bacteria, and before that we will see about the incubation period. Incubation period means when the disease enter in our body and the first appearance of the symptoms of the disease, that is known as incubation period. Sometimes you will be asked to define incubation period. Means how to define first entry of the germs, time between the entry of germs and appearance of the first symptoms of the disease, that is known as incubation period. And there are different incubation timing of the incubation period for different diseases. Some incubation periods are given which is not needed to by heart, but you should know that how many days it remains incubated germs in our body which develops, then only symptoms arise. So it takes enough time. Some takes for 1 day, some takes for few days, for few weeks, some takes for months, and some takes for many years. So the table is given that you just go through it. Like here you can see pneumonia. Its incubation period is 1 to 3 days. Diphtheria 2 to 5 days. Cholera 2 to 6 days. Tetanus 4 to 20 days. Gonorrhea, poliomyelitis 5 to 10 days. Typhoid 7 to 14 days. Measles 7 to 21 days. Smallpox 7 to 12 days, whooping cough 10 to 15 days, mumps 12 to 26 days, chickenpox 14 to 21 days, rabies about 1 month, leprosy up to several years, and HIV AIDS up to 12 or more years. So, dear students, this no need to by heart, but just you know about you see AIDS. It is about 12 or more years. Can you imagine the disease which is occurring in our body remains for 12 or more years undetected. Unless you go for test, it is not detected. Even leprosy remains for several years unknown, and when it appears, it cannot be treated. It takes another life, long life it remains. So, next we will see about the bacterial diseases, and first, cholera. Cholera this disease is caused by Vibrio cholerae. The bacterium name is Vibrio cholerae. Must know it. Vibrio cholerae. Cholera is caused by Vibrio cholerae, and it attacks the intestinal tract. Persons suffer from vomiting and loose motion, and that's why the water retaining in the body or absorption in the intestine doesn't take place, and there is shortage of water in the blood, and accommodation of urea takes place. That's why, and the urea accommodation is very poisonous. It can causes death if the treatment soon is not given. For this, treatment can be a saline water injection which maintain the balance of the blood. Blood in the maintain the balance of blood. And next, and how it is spread? It is spread by contaminated food and water. Whenever we drink the water, we should be very careful that what we are drinking, and whenever we eat the food, we must check whether we are eating the covered food or we are simply going on eating. So germs can enter through that. So how to prevent? Proper sanitation and clean water drinking or boiled water should be drank. Next we see about the typhoid, and it is caused by Salmonella typhi, and in this it attacked the uh, intestine itself, so that when the person excreta is left out, the more flies sit over there, and you know that flies activity when it sits on the excreta or on sputum, wherever it's having the sticky leg, in that the germs may stick, and when it sits on the good food it may leave the germs there. When it sits on food, it just does its legs like this, so germs may fall in the food. And that's why whenever we don't eat the uncovered food or drink the contaminated water, we get this germ, this bacteria or germ, which causes typhoid. And the symptom of this is continuous fever in the afternoon, and rashes appear in the chest region and abdomen. And after recovery also, this leave the patient very weak, and the patient feel very weak, and after recovery also the person may carry the germs which can attack again, and person may get the fever. So prevention should be eat good food, covered food, uncovered food, cut fruits which is uncovered should not be eaten. Drink boiled water or filtered water. That is the prevention for this disease. And next we will see about the tuberculosis, which is caused by Mycobacterium tuberculosis. It attacks the lungs, but not only that, it can attack your brain, kidney, bones, etc. In early stages, it can be cured, and it is spread by the infected person's sputum. The flies sit over there, or the germs, it is found in the air. Almost everybody receive, but due to good immune system in the body, they overcome. But those immune system is weak, they are attacked by the tuberculosis disease. And in the early age, I said it can be treated, but later on it becomes the dangerous, can take away the life. So for this, for in early childhood, vaccination is given. BCG vaccination is given, which increases the immune power for particular this disease. Dear students, today I conclude my topic here. Please go through it, and it's very important. Please learn, go through the chapter well, and do the exercise. Thank you.